I do want to discuss what exactly inherent contempt is. Essentially, this gives this House Sergeant at Arms the opportunity and the authority to arrest Merrick Garland. What would arresting him accomplish? Would that lead to you guys definitely getting the audio?
It might not. I suspect that they will do everything that within their power, within the president's power, to keep that from from seeing it. I doubt we will ever see it, but I think it's important that we hold the vote to show the American people who actually believes in the Constitution, who believes in the rule of law, and who believes that there's not two systems of justice. For goodness sakes, this just cannot continue to go on with the Biden family getting their way and the rest of us not. We don't have justice. I find this very offensive that we are doing this once again. And here we are with another member of this administration is literally thumbing their nose at the American public and the Constitution and the rule of law. Congress has to get some guts. I like tough votes because I want people back home to know how we vote. Too many of my colleagues go home to their Reagan Day and Lincoln Day dinners and they throw out the red meat and they talk about how tough they are. And then they come up here and sell their country down the road time and time again. And they just won't do it. And so I think it's time for some accountability. And it's going to cause some uncomfortable times up here. But dadgummit, we need it. We are going to lose our country.
What have those conversations looked like with other House Republicans? Because the contempt of Congress vote passed very narrowly. So are the conversations to hold him in inherent contempt, are they uncomfortable? What do they look like? Can you take us into them?
Yes, ma'am. They're not uncomfortable for me, but now I've been given word today that both Chairman Jordan and Chairman Comer agree with this, with Representative Luna on this approach. So I would like to see a vote. I'm not uncomfortable with it. I think the ones that are uncomfortable with it are ones that don't want to have to justify their vote back home. And it is and it is election season. So they are very uncomfortable with this. They avoid you on the House floor. They avoid you in committee. They avoid you in the halls. And that's just the way they do. That's human nature. But we're elected to serve this country and to serve our people. And currently a lot of people on both sides of the aisle are not doing that, in my opinion.
Is Speaker Johnson comfortable with this move? Because Axios is reporting that the inherent contempt push is being met with, quote, strong resistance within the GOP.
Yeah, I think it's within the moderate wing. But again, I would think that Speaker Johnson is a constitutional lawyer. He understands the Constitution. He understands where we're at. I don't feel like he is compromised. I feel like he's got some guts and some principles about him. We don't always agree on everything, but he's in a 1 or 2 person majority most of the time. So I feel like under these circumstances, the American public is highly alert to this. The media is alert to this. Our base is alert to this. And the left across the aisle is alert to this. So I would feel like this would be one of those votes that needs to be made.
So you're confident that this is going to pass?
No, ma'am, I'm not confident it's going to pass. I'm confident we'll get a vote on it. And then I'm confident that we probably will never see these tapes.